morning, good morning. I just brought y'all here because I had to share this with the chat. I had to share this, right? I had to share. Oh my goodness. I almost fell out my damn seat, y'all. I almost fell out my seat because it was a little bit of facts to the little joke, right? So you know me, nosy Rosie. I'm out in the bushes, right? Just dilly dabbing around. And I ain't fond of Scooby Doo. I'm not fond of him, but it is what it is, right? And he's got this premiere going. he's got this premiere going, right? And of course, in case you guys have not noticed the pattern out here, it's like each week or every third day, it's a subject that comes up at hand, and then quite a few people will tap in on it, right, and then put their spew to it, right, and it'd be so funny, right? It's funny because what I'm saying is, if you see it talked about on one channel, it's going to go to the next channel, and then the subject will go to the next channel, and the subject goes on to the next channel, right? It'd be so funny because everybody has a different dialogue on the subject, right? So good morning, y'all. Can't see y'all right this second right now, but it'd be so funny. So I'm like, okay, let me go see what this premiere up, right? And of course, it's an old premiere of Sylvia. Okay, so I'm sitting here and I'm driving along, right? And it's this nigga here, this nigga here gonna sit there and say I'm popping your choo-cha up on the community board like a club on Tuesday. And I'm sitting here like, okay, you know what? It's some facts to that with the Tuesday thing, right? Because up here, the clubs be popping for some reason on a Tuesday. And I'm sitting there going, I don't never want to go clubbing no more now. I've been traumatized because I'm like, Scooby-Doo says some of the darnest goddamn things. And, here I am thinking that, I got some laughter or whatever, right? And I ain't fond of the nigga. Let's get that shit straight. The boy is kind of weird, or in his own damn way. We all weird, but that's another level right there. So I'm sitting over here going, oh Lord, he's doing a Sylvia throwback, and I'm like, oh, this isn't good, right? And of course, you have the ladies that was in the video, and then they tell what they uh, uh, what they know happened, at some of the protests. I guess this was the one in New York, right? But that shit had me cracking up, y'all. Nigga said, put your shit up on the community board like the club hopping on Tuesday. I was like, what the fuck? What in the world? I don't know. Anyways, I really wanted to say this because this is like a part B, just for a hot second, from yesterday's live. I don't want people coming on here thinking that one papoose have an axe or a gun or anything out for anybody, because that's just not my heart. One papoose indulges in these stories out here to get herself a great laugh off of the strange things that I hear and see. So don't go judging me like, oh my God, this girl is terrible, and nothing like that. And now you have to know my heart in order to say some things like that, because I believe in karma. So, and I don't be looking forward to no bad things coming back to me. So, but however, let me say this before I get out this vehicle. I kind of slept on it for a minute last night, and I normally don't go to sleep with no YouTubing on my mind. I go to bed with clear thoughts, happy thoughts, and I wake up with clear thoughts and happy thoughts because I look forward to my next day being a greater day. Understand what I'm saying? Whatever I then laughed about and smiled about yesterday, I intend for my laughter and my smile to be better the next day. When I got up and I knew that I was walking good yesterday, I wake up with the prayer that I am walking better the next day. So that's how my soul and my heart thrives here as I continue on my journey on earth until God calls me home. That's papoose, okay? So, but I went to bed with it on my mind just for a hot second, you guys, just for a second, right? And I was like, but you know, Pap, sometimes when people do hard prayer, and when people really get into it so in depth, right? Because I've watched, I was born and raised pretty much church. Mom made us go to church. She didn't give a damn if we heard whatever the pastor was saying, but we had to be there. But I'm gonna take this to my mother. My mother is 100% church going lady. When I say that my mom's church probably didn't profit at least close to 500,000 or a million from my mother, I'm pretty sure that the number is very close to that every Sunday, unless there's a family outing or there's a road trip that has to be taken, right? But my mom is speaking of my mom, y'all, my mom just called. Speaking of my mom, she must know that I'm talking about her. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you, all of you. Good morning. Hope you guys are having or will have a blessed day, a happy day. Now I'm turning the camera back off, right? So, yeah. But that's me. That's one papoose, right? Even though y'all may see me coming on here with a bunch of, shits and giggles and blah, 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 blah. But my heart, I'm telling y'all, is pure. But back to the church thing, right? Because I got to get up out of here. Now, my mother, when I say she is faith, her deliverance, and all of that stuff, I've seen my mom. But I watch my mom, with her trials and tribulations and things like that, right? I seen her some moments at the kitchen table where she'll tap into the spirit, and then she taps right out of it. But what I'm saying is, out of all of the trials and tribulations that I've seen my mother go through, or I know of my mom going through it, I've never seen my mom constantly on God's shoulder. You understand what I'm saying? Can she teach it? Can she preach it? Yes, she can. But she just never uses that wave, I'm trying to think of a word, to be, to put on anybody or to just constantly stay on it, right? Even when she's had bad times, you will see her tap in to the spirit, tap out, she's done, So that's how I've learned pretty much about the spirit and connecting with it with me. Now, when I laid down last night, I had to give it some thought, right? Because most people that I do know personally that taps in to the spirit like that, like constantly, because you don't even, you don't see TD Jakes and all these people like every day, tapping in. They come on when the time is right? And then they know that they say 7 minutes a day is what you should want to give God, that praise or that acknowledgement, right? So I gave it some thought and I was like, but this one here is a little different. What makes this person, tap in and really, go extra hard to God, right? Even though it's to each his own. And I understand that, right? But then after listening to Scooby-Doo premiere, right? And then, other things that was out here, the Bookham comes back with his premiere or ridicule or whatever, and how they both had told their stories, right? It's just puzzling, right? And back to the spirit and people that I do know personally that does that, because this is not something new of what I'm seeing of a person tapping in to the spirit like this, right? It's usually, this is just my opinion, and I know personally of a person that does this, right? This person has done some wrong with the capital W, wrong, right? And the person that I know, you can hear him, because he turned his life around after so much wrong, right? And it was God and God and God and God and thank you God and God and God and more gods, right? But now I'm sitting here thinking, but you know what? Maybe how you people say it out here, or I think of the Color Purple movie with the song in there, right? God's trying to tell you something. So I listen to a lot of people out here that says that Mr. Kelly is in a spiritual warfare, right? He's got to go through it, or he's got to answer to God. He's got to come clean. He's got to say this. But then I'm looking over here in this window over here, and I'm thinking, because I woke up briefly, after that thought on my mind, and then I'm saying, well, maybe Sylvia needs to come clean. And then maybe that will purify and rinse her heart to where, I don't have to lay so heavenly on God. Like now, God can be shared now with other people because all his time ain't being preoccupied with only one thing, even though, that's just me with my mythology hypothetical speaking, okay? I know God is a big God. God can serve everybody at once. I understand that, but I'm just saying. But I sat up, you guys, like in bed, and I was thinking, oh, that's it. That's it. I don't know what type of premonition that I do have, but I know I have it. You know how like y'all say, Mr. Kelly is anointed with the spirit of his genius of making music. Well, Pap is anointed with the genius of figuring out some shit around here. Pap is anointed with like these, I got like these antennas, right? And they some strong antennas where, I'm a really good problem solver, right? I can really, really, without a nose, sniff out some shit, is what I'm telling y'all. That, God gave me those powers, and I'm grateful to have those. Sometimes I just, even though I feel like, I get pushed to do that, I feel that there's part of me that where I withhold back a lot of it because of the word being mindful. You got to be mindful of people as well. So when you think about the work that you feel your anointness is has been appointed on you, right? It's always something that you hold back, and I know I hold back a lot, right? Because I remember I used to sit down, my couple of 5 years ago age, and so I'd be like, man, I could fix this world, y'all. That's how I used to feel, right? Like, I could fix this shit. I have, not the power of God, but the power of my mind, to fix it. I can really fix us to be happy down here. I could fix us to make us do right. I could fix, I always felt like that, even though I know that's a big job. So, I got held back, and after I started saying, I was like, oh no, that's a bigger job. I'm gonna have to leave that, up to God right there. That job is too big. But I always felt that he was pushing me out there to go, to do something like that, like saddle up, let's go fix this. But I started to be mindful, as I am still with the situation with the with Sylvia situation, what she's going through, or if she's going through anything. I'm just mindful of people to a certain extent, okay? Because what I'm about to say, I'm still gonna say that shit. I'm still gonna say that shit. But I sat up and I thought about it, and I was like, that's it. That's it. And then you think about thank you, Jesus, right? Because now that I've released this off my mind, the reason that I'm saying thank you, Jesus, right? Because now I'm able to lay down with a clear mind and there's nothing there. I'm not thinking about anything, nothing but, God watching over me while I'm sleeping and bless me to wake up another day. That was it. That's how I went to bed, right? But when I sat up and I said, that's it, right? I'm like, oh my God. I think that Sylvia is going to God for the wrong things. I think that Sylvia needs to do what God is sending her this message to do. I'm just saying. And I'm just saying, this is what I feel, and I'm entitled to feel what I feel through the message from the Spirit. She got to wake up, and she's going to have to come clean. She's going to have to tell pretty much everything about, allegedly, possibly, being connected to Bookham. Bookham set out these assignments and how she really got caught up in it, and allegedly it kind of looked as if maybe she set herself out there to be some type of informant, but for Bookham. Because Bookham, he didn't want to get his hands dirty. And Bookham is one that I was describing yesterday as far as wanting to be a chief, the organizer, the head hog out here, the controlling one. And so that way, he don't have to do nothing. He don't have to press no keys. He don't have to write no paper. He don't have to pull no paper. He don't have to do none of that shit. He wanted his soldiers, he wanted the Indians, a little bit to go and do it for him. And it made his life, less complicated and less easier. He was able to just lay to the back and keep up, the little shits and giggles, shit that he normally, that you guys normally see him do, right? But that's just me. So, don't none of you guys feel like me. I'm telling you guys, I be having these crazy ass intuitions, right? This is the spirit thing, and the spirit works crazy, right? It does, but it works crazy enough until you take time to really understand the process of it. And me sitting up, I'm thinking, oh my God, Sylvia's gonna have to come clean about how what really happened down there, what on the phones and all that shit with the drunken Larrys and the Angelo Clarys and things like that. Like, what she sent down to, privately investigate people to make sure that everybody was clean and wasn't dirty or against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Is that the job that she took upon herself? Do you know the Don Russells investigating his mother's notary date and stuff like that? Because when I'm like, but Sylvia was no other than a person like you and I. She was a normal person like you and I. How somehow decided to get connected to the person that claims that he knows Mr. Kelly very, very well, and she became, I guess, very interested in it. But then took it a little bit step further, and then another step further, and then another step further, and things just got out of freaking control. Now, do I think that she's a horrible and bad person to that extent? No, I think that she just got caught up in the freaking rapture from being up under Bookham. That's just what I think. I think that he done sent her off, and she can't stop. She's got to keep this particular window cover up, right? And the only person that is not fooled by this is God. But for a person to be getting up and constantly relying on God to fix it and God to fix it, God has fixed it. It's up to you to use what you have to continue to fix it, and that is your mind and that is your soul. So when I sat up last night, I'm just saying, like, that's it. That's it. Sylvia's gonna have to drop all of the dirt. That, and then she won't need, I mean, we need God every day, but you won't need, to to lay on God all day. That's just my opinion. Cause I don't have no dirt. A lot of you people don't have no dirt. How many of you guys wake up and you guys is every day? I was raised that church is Sunday. Some people go on Bible study night on Wednesday, and something might jump off on a Tuesday. But I'm like, hold up, now this a lot. And when I saw this my friend, this personal guy that I know, after he done did so much dirt. I mean, like he was knocking on heaven door every day, like hard. Cause he had known that, you know what, no, I know I did this, I need this, and of course the underlining that I need you to forgive me, I need you to forgive me. But will he forgive you if you are still holding on to some terrible, secret? Now, I'm not saying that she got to come out here and drop it all out for everybody to hear. What I'm saying is, write that stuff down, put it, put it on the paper. Put it on the paper, man. And the same way I have my little box, like I told y'all in 2019, because when I do some things, or if it's a situation that I know I can't handle or whatever, and I got to write it down. I got to put it in the box. I got to put it in my glory box, right? I can't do this, God. I can't come out here and I can't release this. I can't do this. I put it in the warrant. You got to put it in the box. But either way it goes, it's got to come out. And what I'm saying, and that is to be in some form of fashion. Holding it in is going to keep on making you think, God, I need you. And God's going to know that, no, I ain't helping you yet. I ain't helping you yet. I'm just saying. And, then that burden is going to always be there. Then once you clean up the burden, you can actually just get up and do your 7 minutes and go on about your day, because God got you. Your soul is cleansed. Your heart is back pure. Your word is pure. It's just that. But, this ain't nothing towards Sylvia or whatever. This is just me telling you guys what woke me up last night after I went to bed with it on my mind. And then to wake up and listen to silly Scooby-Doo over there with his premiere, right, and all that stuff. I just listen to that stuff just to get my laughs on. I don't take it to heart or nothing like that. But it's too many people that has come out, that's and said some things that may have been uncomfortable at the protests, or and things like that. So I don't know, boy, if only these people really started out with a pure heart for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, man, this shit would not be the way it is. And it sucks that your fellow man, or your fellow sister and your fellow brother who you done walk with, or who you done talk with on the phone, is just all just enemies right now. And it's just crazy. So there was never, that level of love there from the start. And it's just bizarre. Anyways, I just wanted to say, what you say, Slip Pop in her house? Good morning, Tanea. I'm just saying, and I don't share too much of my God, spirit, my premonitions, and intuitions, like on the level of the spiritual level, right? I don't do that. But today it was just on me, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. But until there's some really cleansing, yeah, it's you're gonna people who really just don't cleanse from the head, top of your head to the bottom of your toe, and we like to keep things held in privately, like we lock them in your soul. But your soul eats at you, is what I'm saying. Your soul has association with your conscience. That's part of your soul. And the conscience will have you just thinking and thinking and thinking. But if you find some way to release it, meaning if you have to write it down, meaning if you got to go over to Chinatown and just sit and have a conversation with the China woman who you know ain't finna come back and repeat your shit because she don't know nobody, then all is well. All can be well. You say popping mollies, eatables, just girl, I don't know, cause I'm hearing too much about the choo cha pictures and the this and the that, and people had to use they tatas, they titties to get information and things like that. I was like, I don't know today, but it's a whole bunch of choo choo, cha chas and tatas popping off around here, like from adult, like grown people, but you do what you want to do. It is what it is. But when it's out here on these screens, it ain't public. It's not private. That is just public behavior, and you can expect for the next person to have some type of dialogue or criticism or laughter about it, and that's the way it is. And to me, it doesn't lead to wanting to kill a person or go rob a person or go burn somebody's house down or things like that. Did it lead to even police reports to me? I don't think so. I don't think that it led to that. I believe that police reports and things like that comes in play when the person is actually, you at my house, you at my door, or you're bothering my cars, or you're doing this. But when it came to talking about each other and the mamas or the girlfriends and why, man, I blow that shit off, because that shit is kindergarten, playground, school shit. Now you want to go over there and mess with my mother, or you want to go put pictures and shit all on my mom's house and to that level, put a car on a flat or whatever, then we dealing with a different levels. It's levels to the game, and some levels you kind of just got to sit back and laugh at, like I do. But I ain't wasting my time on stuff like that. So yeah, showing guns and all of that stuff, it's just entertainment. Now he wanna come and use the gun or walk up on my property flashing the gun, that's a different goddamn level. Now it's time to kick in on some real actions on it. But to hear and watch what they do out here, man, that shit be I know we should take it serious, right? But yeah, how black folks been woofing and laughing and for 100 years now. But that's their thing. I don't fight to the cause and to that detrimental level like that. I don't fight like that. You seriously gonna have to come on with it. Just like I was planning to make it to court. I was dead serious on 20 grand. But then I'm thinking, okay, well, like I said, with that comment like that, man, okay, yeah, full of shit. I can go head on and relax now. I can go head on now and chill now. You sometimes you call a person bluff. Here it is, 20 stacks on deck. Make your move. This game is chess. It's to be sold, not told. We say that every day out here. But then I realized, okay, I got hit with a particular comment, right? And that's all you have to wait for. Then you know what? I can fold now. I can fold. I'm a trump card player. I can fold. I biz whiz. I'm spade. I'll damn near get a hand with all of the goddamn spades in my hand. But, that's just that street talk kind of bullshit that I likes to do. But, they'll call my bluff, because I might call yours back, to a higher stake. To a higher stake. But that's what I woke up with, you guys. That's what was on my mind. It's still there. It's really still there. It's there. What were the phone calls? Who really is the enemy to Mr. Robert Sylvester Cali? And not all of these people here, because I'm not subliminal when it comes to the Bookham or the Drunken Larry, the Angelos or the Sylvia and the Azraels. Who really is the enemy? Somebody got the truthful information. What I didn't understand though is why did the innocent subs the innocent subs, because Dr. Rogers told y'all, like, she got docs too, all of her information. But why was it the innocent subs that was just on YouTube to support Mr. Kelly? Why were these people the target to bring in to be privately investigated? Why? When an indictment had all of the names out there of people that had done, not just the indictment, when you have other people that were out here that was bringing up different names, that was the reason why Mr. Kelly's financial status was the way it was. Like, these people, they didn't come out here, the ones that I've seen, and tap in into the Barry Hankerses, and down and down and down and down. They started to come out here and put the investigation out on innocent freaking subs. And that was weird. And this is how we got to the entanglement of it all right here. Oh, he said this and he's doing this, or she said this. Oh, well, maybe he's doing something to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, when in fact, like, I'm still waiting on these bloggers to come out to say what was their findings in their investigation. What were their findings in it pertaining to the subs and other people that has the YouTube channels? What were their findings? What was the conclusion of that after they have stirred the pot, went and dug up people information, pulled IPs, came out and gave out information on it to find out that, oh, well, these people don't have anything to do with this, right? But not realizing that pulling that, bringing out information on them, actually started one of the many entanglements out here, because they took a job allegedly amongst themselves to do up underneath this whole allegedly Bookham wanting to be one of the chiefs out here, listening to him. I need you to go do this, you pour this, you pour that. Is Drunken Larry gonna come back out here and drop them names and information of them PPP loans on people? What's gonna happen with that? Everybody gonna need God then? I don't know. This Tim White, he put up another Blues Clues. Tim White is someone that is just literally right in this circle. I'm starting to believe that Tim White is one of these channels. That's just me. I'm just starting to believe that is one of the channels. But either way it goes, it's funny. I like to see him. I didn't like the last one though, Tanea. I didn't like his last one. It's usually not his kind of work. I'm saying a him because the name is a guy name. I don't know if it's a lady or whatever, but that last video, I was like, no, that ain't it, Tim White. Come on now, because that one usually, that Tim White profile usually drops some good ass work, but I don't know if he was rushing on that one or what. Hey, Sheila, I don't know. It may appear that he may be he rushed on that last one, so now I'm gonna have to go watch the Blue Clues one. Let me see. I don't know if I could be able to pull it up on my other phone. It's the one, because he always called him Frog J. I think he did it, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? I saw it come up. And I was like, okay, you usually do good work, Tim. Come on now, this one here. So, the word on the curb, he was at the, what? What? No. Whoever it is probably ain't gonna never come out. Probably not. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Then I gotta go. I was like, God, Tim White, what is this? You usually be throwing down. What the hell is this shit? Oh yeah, this one right here. Yeah, this one. Oh no, this is the This the one that he did about the that's the one the song he did about Kales, the champ. Maybe it's this one. Oh yeah, this one.
Girl, who is you playing with? Back that thing up. Girl, you look good, want to back that thing up. You a big fine woman, want to back that thing up. You gotta put the back in, make the left in, nigga put it on the grab in, on the grab in. I'm sweating in the dog in, on log in, wanna walk it like a dog in, break your off in. Get mine, you gon' get yours in, that for sure, yeah. You messing with my nerves, yeah, to the curb, yeah. I know you women know, yeah, ain't it show, yeah, but the truth, we got to know, yeah, I'm about to blow, yeah.
So, yeah, it was that one. And normally, I was like, okay, he would really have some, it would be really good. But I get it. It is what it is. I ain't in the doo 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 brown. Oh shit, I forgot to mail that damn letter. I ain't in that one, because that's just not something of my appetite. I don't want to sit up and talk about nobody too much eating ass and stuff. That's just not up my alley right there. I could care less about that. I don't give a shit about that. All I know is that it just clearly shows the but I don't know. I mean, book them now after knowing about so many girls and different, the baby mamas and stuff like that. He is a guy now that you literally have to, if you're going to be involved with him, insist on getting to the Mayo Clinic or some clinic to get the test taken, get gonorrhea, syphilis and herpes and HIV. He's somebody that should definitely be labeled as having multiple women. See, because this shit just doesn't work just for the female. No, you're gonna have to put a sign on the men too, like dangerous. Approach with extra cautious. You literally have to, before you put a hazmat suit on, cause it's out here now. Nobody would have ever known that this guy is sexually active with different women like that. It's hazmat time. It's straight up hazmat time. And I'm not saying this to say that the ladies were dirty or whatever. See, because I mean, I don't know them or anything, but when you start seeing all of these multiple relationships like this, uh-uh. No, honey. I'd be scared to walk past because shit. The diseases are getting so bad out here. You ain't gonna even have to have sex no more. You walk past a nigga and some shit gonna just jump off of you. Just jump off of him and onto you just by looking at him. I hell to the now. I highly recommend that everybody invest in them some type of hazmat suit because in the near future we gonna start to need them motherfuckers because it's a whole bunch of goddamn spontaneous instant sex shit going on around here. That's all I'm saying. You got to stay prayed up and protected up. God, this shit is crazy. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's the facts though, butterfly. It's nothing but facts, and they've been teaching STDs since I was like fourth grade, So I've been definitely terrified of them. And the crazy thing about me, you could call me stuck up, stupid, cracked out, whatever you want to call me. I can talk, speak to you 6 months, up to 6 months on the phone, up to a year on the phone. But until you and I both visit the clinic, I will pay for it if I want you that bad, or we're gonna pay for it together. It's just that bad out here, butterfly. Hey boo, yeah, I can love you. Good morning. Yep, we gonna be together. I'll fly over there. Oh, that shit was good. Where was the test? Where's the test at? Anybody have some tests around here? Especially being of age, right? Because you know, if you were of age, you know, you've been you most of the time, you know, people talk that shit. You done been sexing some goddamn well. Some, or I mean, if you're clean, we still gonna have to prove it, and that's just me. Pap ain't laying down with no motherfucker. I don't give a crap how hot my body done got. 100 or 250 degrees. I wouldn't give a damn. But until we make it to the clinic to know that we finna be serious about this and we finna lay down together, baby, we gonna have to get that test on there that says got those minuses on there. You know, just like how they so quick to run. See, females be quick to run to get that child support test done, though, don't they? He the daddy. But a female ain't so quick to be running down to the clinic while we here. May I help you? Yes, the hell you can. We wants to have sex. So we gonna need a test to make sure that we is clean. Us is clean. But for some people, you know, it just don't be like that. It's because, no, you know what, I like him or I like her. You know, he's sexy. He's good. No, he told me he ain't been with nobody in about a year. Nigga, I don't give no fuck. Let's get to the clinic. Let's take the little ding dong out and let's get a swipe. Let's get to the other clinic and let's get on that table and let's let that doctor swab. Because you know what? It's going to save your life. It's going to save your life. And if he doesn't want to do that or feel that he don't have time, or I don't think that this is necessary, I ain't been with nobody in 3-4 years and blah blah blah, nigga, this shit just might outbreak when I get on your nerves tomorrow. Are you out your fucking man? Or when you get on mine? So we is going to have to step up the game out here, ladies and gentlemen. Take your significant other to the goddamn clinic. And you can tell them that you gonna pay later. Most of you motherfuckers is crooked anyway. Just tell them you gonna pay later. And then give them a fake name or do some shit. All y'all, these motherfuckers goddamn a number of crooks out here any motherfucking way. And you could crook up and take a goddamn test to make sure your boo thing, your boo thing, Dino, is clean. And make sure you clean. That's all I'm saying, though, y'all. Because I done seen it happen, you know. I done seen a lot of love affairs quickly happen out here. I ain't seen nobody, you know, I know it's private information. Private information. I understand that. You say saran wrap it through. You tell us a saran wrap it out. You is so silly. Is that the cheapest way to go, Shannon? That must be the cheapest way to go, huh? Shannon say saran wrap it. Lord have mercy. I tell you, you is the tickle to my heart. You so silly. And if I'm laughing, you doing something right. You is doing something right. Oh my God. You said the big difference between condoms and rubber balls. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I done seen so many people, you know, quite a few, and you know, talking about getting it and humping it and dry humping it, and ain't nobody talking about some shit. I took that heifer to the clinic, or you don't hear the heifer saying, I took that nigga to the clinic. We good. And watch out for that alcohol. 'Cause alcohol will make you do some crazy goddamn things. Some crazy things. You be leaving that club, hopping in that car with that, and the next thing you know, there you go. Clothes off, head down, ass up. That's the way, all you know, all of that stuff, right? But I got to go, y'all. That was just my thought on my mind. I keep telling y'all, none of my stories is aiming towards anybody personally. It's just my thoughts. And my thought from last night after clearing my head before I went to sleep. But then I woke up this morning and it was still fresh there, you know. So I just wanted to speak it to you guys that no, you know, God ain't begun to work on any healing until you got to manifest it somewhere on the paper to a friend or something, or you may have to turn in the posse. You may have to turn in the posse who originally came on out here to do all of this crazy ass distraction and wordplay, gameplay off of the name of Mr. Kelly under this freaking umbrella, all because people wanted to squeeze in the crack so bad, but did so much damage to the dialogues of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's life story. You understand what I'm saying? To his real freaking supporters that actually do care for him. See, and it's a big difference from that, you know. But it's always you get like what that song that Michael Jackson sang, "The Man in the Mirror." I'm watching the man in the mirror. Oh, yeah, I know that song. I'm gonna play that song when I get off of here though, because that's one of my songs. Other than that, let me tell y'all one of my other favorite songs that I want y'all to hear today. And when y'all play it, y'all listen to me. Y'all think about me. It's the Brandy Angel in Disguise. That's my hit for today, y'all. That's going to get my adrenaline pumping and going today. And then I'll jump over to get me a little soothing of me some R. Kelly. And then I'll go ahead and mix my day up with the rest of my music that I like to enjoy. With that being said, y'all go have a blessed, blessed day because I'm up out of here. Bye-bye.